the infection kept getting bigger and bigger, and it, you know, kept spreading. And what ended up happening was she was picking at her hand, and what she thought she was picking was maybe like the scab, maybe trying to clear. I know it doesn't sound really nice, but plus, you know, just you know, a lot of people pick, and it turned out that she wasn't picking a scab; she was picking her bone.
Oh no!
Yes, she had gotten to the point where she reached her bone, and she was just sitting there picking at her bone. Saying, "You're not coming." Like, no one that except the certain amount of people that they had on the list can come, because why? They're asking for drugs. She was on a fentanyl drip, so she's gonna want drugs. She's on a fentanyl strip. We're gonna kill her. You know what I mean? And that's what happens when someone goes to the hospital. That's exactly what happens. Someone will go bring them drugs.
Exactly.
Now, they know that you're good. They know you're an addict. They're going to drug test you, but they still go. They still bring them the drugs, and we're not helping them.
Exactly.
You know, why did we send you to the hospital if then we're going to bring you the drugs?
Invite your friends over.
Invite your friends. Like, you're there to get better. So she was hospitalized for about 3 months. I mean, she was in a coma. She was in a respirator. We all thought we were going to lose her at that time. We really thought that was it. Like, she was gone. And then, to our surprise and to all of our happiness, she actually pulled through. You know, but she had to learn how to do everything again. I mean, you wouldn't think that an infection on your arm is going to now put you in a situation where you can't talk, you can't write, you can't eat. You turn into a baby.
Right.
You know?
All over again. Right.
So all over again. So this happens, and but she made it. She pulled through, and then.
I do, you never guess.
Yeah, because I mean, you're literally on a skid right now, so it's not like you wouldn't think you live in Union.
Right. He's gonna want to skid right now. No, I'm not sitting on this ground. I don't know where to sit. They don't let me sit on the steps.
No.
So, you know, sit right here. And I can hide so the fiends don't try to come and get my drugs.
Right.
My crack. My mom broke my fucking arm. Being a whore. I'm sorry, with my dad's best friend that I grew up calling uncle.
Right.
Who is actually who's my godfather, believe it or not.
Oh my God.
So it's kind of like incest in my eyes. It's not, but it is.
Right.
Blood might not be the same, but the blood's the same. Like, from a baby, I'm growing up knowing this person as my family. Knowing it's not my family, but it's my family.
Yeah.
And it's my dad's best friend.
Oh, that's horrible.
He's still with her today.
Y'all, welcome to Jersey's Concrete. Please hit that subscribe button. Please comment. Please like. And hit that notification bell right there on the subscribe button. Thank you guys for everything. Please support the channel. Hit the Cash App. Listen, it helps the channel out a lot. So, thank you again, guys. Alright, guys. Today we on McClellan and Freeland Avenue. Right where Elizabeth is, near this bridge. Okay, and today we have Liz. How are you, Liz?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Could be better, but I'm good.
Yeah.
What's up, Eric? What you need to know?
Where you from?
I'm originally from Roselle.
Okay.
But I hopped around a lot. I lived in Roselle for a couple years. Moved to North Brunswick, then to Sayreville, back to North Brunswick. Then here.
So you bounced around quite a bit.
Right.
Was it all through your childhood, or?
Yeah, like I don't have a set childhood.
No.
Like no white picket fence, dog, 10-year, 20-year house. Like I don't have that.
Right.
I don't have, like, it's not because I'm military or nothing like that. It's just how it happened.
Right.
My parents got divorced when I was 10. And as petty as it might sound to some people, to me, that's my story.
Right.
Like, that's what blew me up.
So your dad what?
My parents got divorced when I was 10.
Right.
So to me, that's my thing. Like, that's what made this shit
that's
a
what
reality
took a turn.
for me. Yeah, that's what caused all this to happen. But other people might look at it like, dude, get over it. But me, no. It's my fucking blow, you know?
I mean, that's the broken family. The family broke up. So that's a big detriment.
perfect family, great upbringing. I the fucking golden spoon in my mouth, fuck silver spoon. Like, I had a great childhood.
Right.
But being 10 years old, standing in the middle of your kitchen, being asked which parent you want to live with, when you have 3 older siblings that should have made that decision, I feel like it was all way down on me.
Right.
My brother says he'll go wherever we go. My sister says nothing, and actually starts crying. And just me, I look at both my parents, start crying, and say, Daddy, sorry, I'm going with Mommy.
Right.
10 years old, I'm going to go with my mom.
Right.
2 years later, I realized it was a big mistake. My mom wound up cheating on my dad. Since she had been cheating on my dad since I think I was 6. That's my personal opinion.
Right.
I hope she sees this too. In her car, a year after their divorce, there was a necklace hanging off of the mirror. My parents' divorce didn't go through until June 14th. That necklace said March 8th on it. So it was 2 months before their divorce actually was finalized. So that's the day this guy and my mom got together. I believe 3 years prior to them actually being divorced. Now, I feel like broken home, yeah, my mom broke my fucking whore. I'm sorry, with my dad's best friend that I grew up calling uncle.
Right.
Who is actually,
really?
who's my godfather, believe it or not.
Oh my God.
So it's kind of like incest in my eyes. It's not, but it is.
Right.
Blood might not be the same, but the blood's the same. Like,
Yikes.
from a baby, I'm growing up knowing this person as my family. Knowing it's not my family, but it's my family.
Yeah.
And it's my dad's best friend.
Oh, that's horrible.
He's still with her today.
Really?
My dad, God rest his soul, he passed away like 6 years ago.
Sorry to
which
hear
was a
about that.
really hard thing on me because that's my dad. Like, I'm daddy's little girl, you know? But my dad confronted everybody. Nobody had shit to say. Everyone thought it was bullshit. Everyone lied. And wound up saying to my mom, I just want my kids. Take everything. I don't care. He slept in his car for 6 months. Gave my mom literally, I think, $300 out of his $1,900 paycheck every week because he just wanted out.
Right.
You know? As much as it hurt more being with her.
Right.
So, 2 years after my parents' divorce was finalized and I stayed with my mom, I started getting more rowdy, more out there, and eventually it became physical between me and my mom. One day I called her out on her shit. She had nothing to say. All she could do was throw a fucking TV remote on my head. And the next thing I know, I'm being pulled off of her and she's turning blue in the face and I'm choking her against the wall. I couldn't be there no more.
Right.
So my parents decided to switch the what's
The
it
custody?
called? Yeah, switch the custody from my mom to my dad. But in the long run, it was the worst mistake they ever made. Cause it gave me all the freedom in the world. It was just me and my dad.
Yeah.
My dad was working 16 hours a day to support his 4 kids and his piece of shit ex-wife for alimony, you know? It just, I should have stayed with my mom as hard as it was, or I should have went to a fucking boot camp or something.
Yeah.
You know, like, I resent my mom severely, and I'm not going to say this, like, I truly do have a lot of hatred for her for what she did, but she had her reasons.
Right.
That I'll never understand.
Have you ever heard what her reasons were?
She felt like my father wasn't there, even though he was trying to be there and show her that he was there by working as much as he was. My mom never had to work a day in her life. She
had a maid.
Right. She was home popping sleeping pills 24/7, and my dad was busting his ass. Meanwhile, she's topping off my dad's best friend. We found out all this. It came to light. My brother, 16 years old, comes home from school, walks up the side steps, looks in the window, and sees my mom on her knees.
Your brother witnessed it?
Yes. He walked down the stairs, walked back up to make sure he saw what he saw, right? Opens the door and said, look, you got a week to tell Dad, or I will, and if I do, it's not going to be pretty. My brother, he will put detail.
Yeah.
And add shit to it.
Yeah. Shout out to your brother for it.
Word.
Yeah.
Frankie, I love you. My mom told my dad 2 days later. Then my mom tried to get extra money from my dad by trying to say my father was sexually abusing me and my sister. First time he's ever put his hands on a woman, and last time he's ever done it. My mom is a cruel person, and honestly, I don't think it's her. She was brought up by a military father. Her mother was, my grandmother, God rest her soul, was beaten and raped, I think, by her own son, a drunk, because she told him to get out. I got a f***ed up family, dude. The tree goes down and it's nothing good.
Wow.
My last name shouldn't be my last name. My last name should be Heiss. My dad's mom, out of wedlock, got pregnant. Told her best friend who lived next door, who was a man, let's act like we're together. And give my son your last name so I'm not shamed.
Yikes.
Yo, my dad's father ran out. Like, dude, it's crazy. Crazy story.
That's crazy, man. Wow, I mean, a lot of men have it bad out here.
They do.
And I think the percentage is 79% of women file for divorce on their men.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And men are very suicidal afterwards.
Not only suicidal, there's always some type of abuse involved. And it's always the woman. I'm a woman saying that.
Right.
I'm bisexual. I can't be with a female. Because I see how bitches are. And I've literally gone to jail for 2 of them. Took a pan to a bitch's face. How you going to come home with cum coming out your trying to let me eat you out?
What?
You dirty asshole. Like, up, man.
I'm happy you're saying it. Of course, not all women are like this, but
no, most of
I'm happy you're saying this because I've been kind of saying this for a while now. So this is another reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I know the most honest people are really out here in these streets.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they'll tell you how it is.
Honest and straightforward people.
Yeah.
And it's sad what we're doing. Like, it's sad what I'm doing. I'm not even going to talk for them. It's sad what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I've been out here since, I'm 30 years old now. Birthday September 10th, 1992. And I'm Italian, Dominican, and Irish. Like I said, I had a great family. Have all my, I have everybody around. My mom, I talked to her. She's actually coming down. She got COPD or emphysema. So she's getting her karma in a slow, painful way.
Right.
My father passed away due to an aneurysm that started leaking because of a stroke. But I started living this life at 15 years old because I had freedom.
Yeah,
because of my parents choosing what they chose. They should have put me in a home. They should have put me somewhere not around here or them.
Yeah.
They were as toxic as all hell ever for me.
Well
I blame myself for what I do. I put the stem and the needle in my arm. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that to me. But they're the root of it all.
Exactly. And that's another reason why I do this too, because I know where the root come from. And I know where the accountability should lie. Even though once you hit a certain age in adulthood, you should know what to do. You know good and bad.
Right
and
wrong, yeah.
And right and wrong. But a lot of this trauma come from the parents.
Oh, people don't understand
the root of
way
that.
I am still, and I swear to God, I'm so happy this has never happened. I've never been pregnant. And trust me, I've tried. Trust me. I've had shit happen out here where, dude, this guy's gotten 10 girls pregnant. And still, Right. Do I use protection all the time? No, I don't. So there are occasions where something should have happened. Not like STD. I'm saying I should have gotten pregnant down the line.
Right.
God don't see fit for me. Because right now I'm not living right. And if I were to get pregnant, I strongly know myself I'm getting rid of it. I'm not going to bring a child into this world.
You shouldn't right now, no.
Stressed out, up on drugs. I won't do that. That little baby didn't do nothing to me.
Exactly.
Didn't do nothing to this world. I'm bringing the baby into this world for what? To be in pain? To become me? Or worse?
Or worse, yeah.
No, I won't do that.
So how long have you been? Are you homeless?
No, not at all.
Okay,
I make it a point. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but I still have standards, morals, and common sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm 30. My goal when I was 20 was, by the time I was 30, to have my shit together.
Right.
By the time he died, have my shit together. Thank God when he did die, I was still clean.
Okay.
You know, I've had clean time. I've kind of seen the other side. But dude, I've never even been out of the state of New Jersey.
Never even crossed the borderline?
No, I have, but not on some vacation shit or nothing.
Okay.
Going to rehab.
Right.
Stuff like that. Not something I was wanting to do.
Right.
You know, I've been out here exactly since I was 15, so 15 years now. I've caught a few STDs that thank God didn't actually
Well, permanent?
Right.
Okay.
They were taken care of. I have hepatitis C because of this shit.
Mm.
I've actually given myself, I had bipolar, severe bipolar, manic bipolar, and now I've actually given myself, I'm like borderline schizophrenic from smoking crack. I never knew that was possible.
Right.
But what it does to your brain, nobody understands. Like, I don't even understand.
Right.
It's not crack anymore. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's chemicals.
Yeah.
Even back in the day, it was all chemicals. Like, it's fucked up, man.
You seem to still keep yourself pretty clean, and I see you wear your makeup pretty well.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
I spend hella money. It's called free 99.
Okay.
Walgreens loves me.
Oh,
they
man.
don't get $1 from me.
I hear that.
I make it a point to look good because in this life, what I'm doing, who's gonna pick me up looking like some shithole on a stick that just got thrown off the bob? Like,
Exactly.
nobody's gonna deal with me. I
Right.
make the money I make, and I meet the people I meet because I make an effort.
Right. Exactly.
I don't want to lose who I am all the way. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Right.
But I still got some piece of me left.
Right. I see.
I still look in the mirror, and my scars are ugly, my marks are ugly, but they're mine, and
Right.
they're there to remind me. But I'm not ugly. I'm
Right.
still something. I'm still somebody. I'm not just some fiend on the street. People don't understand. They just look at the situation and don't see it for what they see, not for what it is.
Right.
I'm out here for a reason. I'm doing this because of something. I'm not just here to be here.
Exactly.
I turned to drugs out of curiosity. I didn't turn. Ew. Sorry, my bad.
Is it one of your dates?
No, dealer.
Okay.
I didn't turn to drugs just because. I turned to drugs because I wanted to follow everybody.
Yeah.
Like, my life isn't led. It's followed.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
I started using crack when I was 16.
Right,
On my
yikes.
16th birthday, actually.
Yikes.
I was a cokehead to the max, like from the age 14 on. I say 15 because that's when all this hard shit really started. Like, sniffing coke every day, taking E-pills every day. I was up to 17 E-pills a day when I stopped.
Jesus Christ.
Who the hell can take that many G's up
I
down
don't
and
know.
live?
You a trooper, I tell you, man. Wow.
I've lived through 8 overdoses, 7 fallouts, meaning I've almost overdosed but went to sleep and thank God came back, blue in the face, but I came back.
Yeah.
Thank God nothing crazy out here has happened, but to me shit crazy has happened. Like, I've had people pay me, take it back. My eyes, I consider that rape.
Oh, yeah.
You paid me for something and you're taking it back with a threat.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
I've managed to have enough intuition, I guess you can say, and wisdom with being out here so long to know when the vibe's wrong, don't go with it. You know?
Right.
I've been dope sick plenty times. I've gotten in a car for $10. You damn right I have. I've been sick. I've needed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I'm walking up to a car and that feeling ain't right, I'm not going. I'll stay sick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna allow myself to get killed.
Exactly.
Bad enough potentially I can.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I got a lot of respect out here. Then again, what do they really respect?
Right.
I barely respect myself.
Right, exactly.
You know, like.
So how do the dealers treat you out here? Like, when
You just seen it.
Yeah.
Only thing they're after with me is my money. Yes, there are a few I've met a lot of good people out here.
Yeah.
And we're all out here, like I said, for some type of reason here or there. There's a few of the dealers where I've went to with problems, and those problems have gotten taken care of.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there are the dealers, more of them than not, that look at me like I'm just a fiend.
Man, right.
But they tend to forget what I have in my pocket. They need more than what I got in their pocket.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They're chasing that more than I'm chasing what they got, because there's 10,000 of them. There ain't too many people spending the money on
it ain't. It sure ain't. I noticed that.
Yep.
Man.
Right now, I was supposed to be in New York today to do a clinical trial.
Okay.
Like I was telling you before, I'm really only doing this trial. It's for opiate users to try a new withdrawal drug. And they're going to put me on methadone. How are they going to know the withdrawal drug is working? I think they just want to drug people or whatever. I don't fucking know.
Or maybe use you as a guinea pig.
But yeah, I'm totally employed. But guess what? I want that 1,700, so I'm going for that.
Right.
If I get something out of it, I get something out of it. But that's the only reason why I'm going.
Yeah.
It's hard out here, but it's only as hard as you make it.
Right.
I chose this life. I chose to be out here.
Mm-hmm.
I choose this shit every day.
Right.
My stem don't talk back. My needle don't talk back. I don't have to argue with it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? My everyday gets me by because of maybe a petty reason to somebody else, but to me, this is life.
Yeah.
As fucked up as it is, it's my life. And I'm as content right now as I can be. I have plans on getting my shit together. I finally just got my ID yesterday in the mail.
Okay, nice.
So now, like, I'm making steps towards
being an adult
trying
again.
to change. Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in Union. I don't live in a hood. I live by the train station Union, in a very nice area.
Okay.
I pay rent faithfully every week. I got a credit card on me, like that I pay.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? I'm making changes and moving and making steps towards showing myself that responsibility is a must and life is there to live.
Right, right.
This ain't no way to live.
Right, it sure isn't.
It's getting tiring now. Like I said, 15 years is a long time.
Yes, it is.
And by looking at me, you couldn't tell.
Nah,
Not that long. Not that long.
No. Do you want children one day?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah?
Most definitely. I see myself being a great parent.
Yeah.
My only fear for that is I'm going to be more of a friend than a parent. That's
Yeah, you don't
my
want to
only
do that.
fear. Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, definitely
That's
not.
why I said it's my only fear. My family befriended me.
Right.
They didn't parent me, and now look how I came out.
Exactly.
They didn't discipline me when they were supposed to. They didn't get me in the corner when I was touching the stove. Like, they just let it all happen.
Right.
You know, it's...
Well, hopefully you have them by a solid man that can really
I don't need
be
a man
there.
to do anything for me.
I don't know.
No, well, to give me a child,
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, but then the
I
child
don't
won't
need
need
a
the parent.
man to... We need each other to help our family strive to be the best we can be.
Right. And the
But I
child
don't
needs it.
like... I say each other. I don't need a man and a man don't need me. We need each other. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like...
I'm talking about the child-wise. The
Oh, I
child.
thought you were talking about me. Like, yeah.
No, I'm talking about the child.
A child needs a mother, father, brother, sister, if anything, a dog, whatever they can have in life
Right.
that puts joy in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want some guy that's not gonna marry me, not gonna do this the traditional way, because
Right.
that's how I'm brought up. My parents were married. As fucked up as my family is now,
Right.
they did it the right way.
Exactly.
I don't want to be pregnant without getting married. Like, I want to do it the right way.
Right. I agree.
Will I ever? I don't know. Hopefully I do. I'd be an awesome mom. But
Right.
right now I don't see that happening.
Well, first get yourself clean,
No, yeah.
and then you live alone in Union.
I live with. Okay, here we go. Another story.
Well, let me pause it. Because
Chris, I met out here. And Chris, I'm so sorry to say this, if you see this. I met him out here. He's an addict too. He is very fucked up. He's just a very fucked up, lost individual. He's a vet. So he fought for our country. Thank you for your service, but I guess being out there made him a totally different person. He makes his dad do things he doesn't want to do, and he made his dad let me move in. I am leading Chris on to believe that I'm his girlfriend.
Gotcha.
But I'm paying my way.
Right.
My food stamp card is in his dad's wallet. He gets $100 a week from me. You know what I'm saying? Faithfully. So it's not... The situation is messed up, but I'm trying to do things to make it where it's not just me depending on him.
Right.
You know, it's like I said, I don't need a guy for nothing, you know?
Okay.
But the way I got in is fucked up.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, I mean, you pay your part, so
Right.
I mean, whether the father believes you the girlfriend or not,
Right,
that doesn't really
It don't even matter no more.
It don't really matter. I know.
I'm just dangling that cord just cause I feel like playing with a toy.
So, gotcha.
I'm an asshole.
Gotcha. All right, but I mean, Union's not a bad area to be in,
Oh,
so
it's beautiful over there.
yeah.
Like, my house is literally like a house.
Nice.
The fucking house is very expensive. It's just like by looking at where I stay and what I do, you'd never guess.
Yeah, because I mean, you're literally on a skid right now, so it's not like you wouldn't think
Right.
you live in Union.
Right.
Right.
He said I want to skid right now.
You're
I'm
on a
not
skid.
sitting on this ground. I don't know where to sit. They don't let me sit on the steps.
No.
So fuck it, I'll sit right here. And I can hide so the fiends don't try to come and get my drugs.
Right.
My crack, man.
Wow.
Get away from me.
That's crazy.
Well,
Wow.
Eric, right?
Yes, Eric.
You're
yeah.
fucking cool. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have anything else?
No, that's it for now.
You have more.
No, I mean, if it's a part 2 in the future, I'll come by and you can do it all over again.
Okay.
But thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
And I'll see you soon around here. I drive by. I always wave at the people.
I've seen you around.
You see me? Yeah, yeah.
Guys, you see the step in my hand. I'm anticipating this bump.
Oh, Lord. Okay, well, thank you for your time.
Baby.
I'll see you later, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
I would love to.
All right. Let
Okay.
me... I'm going to put her. I heard.
Okay, hi,
right.
this is Angie.
Hey, Angie.
How
Long
you
time
doing?
no
Long
see.
time no see. I'm still here.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you guys, I know there's a lot of people that were asking for an update. I mean, I'm in good spirits as much as the good spirits can be. Don't know if you guys, you didn't see my husband in the video when we were doing the warehouse. But just to inform you that about 8 months ago, unfortunately he passed away, but it was not an overdose.
Right.
And nothing to do with drugs. He just was, he went to go hustle and he's a panhandler.
Right.
And he got, on 1 and 9 right here on North Avenue, unfortunately they right now, chasing the drugs.
Man.
Chasing the drugs. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, I'm talking and I'm an addict, so
Right.
but like I tell everyone here, you know, you don't need to be the streets, like I mentioned before. You know, you can have you can try to be the most responsible person you can be as far as being a drug addict. I know it's easier said than it's done, and it's like ridiculous because they say to be an addict is so you have no responsibilities.
Right.
But it's hard for it's hard for me. I have people make. I can never have a bad day because I keep myself together. You know, and most of us, a lot of the girls here, unfortunately, because of the garbage that they have, they're losing their lives. And right now, I don't want to go to a program. I don't need a program. I've done the whole thing. For me, a rehab program is what gets me angry and upset and makes me want to go use. Because I feel like some of the people there, some of the personnel there, they want to, hey, you know, I did it, and then they nitpick, like they look down on some of us that need help, and then they forget that they were once in our shoes, that they, you know, or they take that and they want to, some individuals want to, they want to help, but instead of helping, they deter someone because they want to do it. You know, you got to do this and you got to do that.
Right. They kind of forcing it down, and they're not taking it.
They're not listening. They don't listen. My whole issue with, you know, my family and everything, and this whole situation is, people just have a hard time listening. They'll hear what you're saying, but they're not really listening. And then if you interpretation and perspective are to the individual. You know, what I say can be taken X, Y, and Z, but that's not what you meant. You weren't trying to say that, but that's what I understood.
Right.
And instead of correcting someone when you clearly see that they got the wrong information, people get offended or people get upset. That's always been my issue, and I've been working on that, but I'm sidetracking here, guys, because I'm just so excited to see you.
I'm excited to see you too.
Yeah, and
I guess when you're ready, once you go there, you gotta be mentally ready.
Yeah, you have to. You can't.
No matter what the personnel is, I know they're not the best.
Yeah,
but
and
you
I
gotta
don't want to
get
deter
through it.
anyone from it. I you know, everyone who wants to get out of this life can get out of this life. It's a choice. One of the many things that you learn is have a thought, move a muscle. Have a thought, move a muscle. It's simply, if your behind got you in this place, your behind is gonna get you out.
Right.
It's pure laziness. It's pure getting comfortable. You know, for me, a lot of the, you know, everyone that stays here, I don't wanna. You know, they call my place the Hilton for the homeless. You know, they call it Neverland because I like to maintain some kind of normalcy. I maintain my hygiene. You know, for the way I get my money, I'm a business card. You know, and I got a network, so you got to maintain yourself. And
I've never seen an abandoned, clean warehouse before. I mean, you make it you make it look good in a way.
It's
pretty
my
interesting.
home. I know to someone else and to everybody else, it's an abandoned building. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't wanna get comfortable. Okay, well, how long have you been here? Like 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. So how much more time do you think you need before you realize that you're not going anywhere? So then why don't you want to make yourself at the most comfortable you can be? Everything's an option. Everything's a choice. A lot of the people that stay out here and they stay outside on the street, it's because they want to. A lot of us, go get help. Go get help. I love someone. Oh, go get help. Go get help. Okay. Would you like to give me a ride to go get help? It's not the responsibility of someone to do that. But if you're going to open your mouth and you're going to say something, then offer the help.
Exactly.
Don't just say, go get help, okay?
Right.
You don't know what my help is, but then you want to be judgmental about it. You don't even ask. I'm sorry.
I know.
You don't even ask, like, what's your situation? What's your story? They just assume that everybody's the same. Everything is, oh my God, there's so many. Right now, there's so many undercovers going around. It's gotten so hot and so heavy, but I don't know if any of you guys follow any other beautiful channels like Jerseyzconcrete, which I think is the best one. I mean,
thank you.
I have a friend who I couldn't believe. I hadn't seen him in a long time, and I saw him, and let's just say that he is someone that should not be taking rides, and he's from New York. And as soon as I see him, the first thing he says is, "I saw your video."
Wow.
And I was like, "You saw my video?" And I'm like, "What video?"
Right.
He's like, "I didn't know." He's like the whole time, and I'm like, yeah, like, and so it's amazing. You do these things. Some people do these things for the money. Some people do these things for the food. Some people do these things because it's an easy buck and they want to get high. I mean, an addict wants what an addict wants, but the sadness of the situation is that, the same way that we're so quick to get this money and to break the law and to get high, but really get high, you're not getting high. You're getting garbage. You're tomorrow's not guaranteed. Like what happened.
And that's the same thing Sierra said in our interview. I interviewed her hours before her death.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she said the same words you said, and she died hours later.
Sunday, wow. It changed my whole perspective. Yes, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. We're all born with an expiration date. We don't know for what everybody's, beliefs are, to each his own. But we all know that at some point, this is all going to end,
Right.
I would like to, hopefully not be in it. I hope my life is turned around. I hope, it's not peace. It's not happiness. It's just my life back. I don't regret anything that I've done. I don't, because no one can give you your happiness. Nobody.
Right.
I can make you happy. I can make you cry. I can make you smile. I can make you sad. But your happiness is to the individual. Your happiness is to you. It is not fair.
Find it.
People get married and they want to put their happiness on the person,
on
their
partner.
partner.
Right,
That's
I agree.
not fair.
It's not.
I can't give you happiness. I can give you happy moments.
Right.
But your happiness is up to you.
Well
if
said.
you came into this situation not being happy, being in the situation is not going to make you happy.
Exactly.
It's your internal happiness.
Facts.
It's your soul. It's no one can help you with your soul. I mean, you can get, and I don't mean it like that, you can get help, you can receive help, but a lot of us, human beings are we're very stubborn, and we're,
right.
but at the same time, we know.
But speaking of stubborn, because I don't want to keep you too long.
Yeah. No, you know me, I can talk.
Right, it's okay.
I get into this, I apologize that I keep looking around.
I'm happy you give us an update on yourself.
Yeah,
but we speak about somebody that passed away.
Yes, that's what I was going to get into. Yes,
talking about stubborness.
It's stubbornness. The perfect example, perfect way to lead into it. I don't know if any of you or many. I'm pretty sure that many of you know a young, beautiful woman. Knew a young woman by the name of Liz. she had been from what I know her and what I know about her, she had been here for 15 years. And it's such a sad thing that happens to a lot of us. You know, we postpone going to the hospital. We end up getting abscesses, or they get a cut and it gets infected. But nobody wants to go to the hospital because I got to get one more bag. I got to get one more jug. And when I get it, I'm going to go. I got to get $20 more. You're not going.
Right.
You're not going to go. Unless someone forces you to go, you're not going to go. So with that stubbornness will come death. You know, and we're doing it to ourselves. You know, it's sad that this young lady, you know, was in the hospital for about 3 months. So the way her life ended is because she was being stubborn, and she got an infection, and she didn't want to go to the hospital. And it, you know, mostly it happens in the arms, the hands, the feet, or the leg. It's pretty much, this place is going to take something from you.
Say China. Her leg.
China, Coco, Sky.
Coco, yep.
You know, I know. I think she's doing good too. Sky passed away. I don't know if you did an interview with
Sky.
Sky.
The trans?
No, Sky. She was black. She would hang out with Coco. You might think that she could be Coco.
Oh, wow.
I don't think she did any videos, but
okay.
you would see her like here in the corner.
Okay.
When you would see her being happy, she kind of did a little dance. She would be in the corner. She would be like sticking her butt out.
Wow.
And she does this little dance. But I mean, like I said, I'm always sidetracking.
It's okay.
A lot of the girls have passed away because of stubbornness, because of not going to the hospital, thinking about one more bag, one more jug for what? You don't sleep, you don't eat, you're not gonna get any higher. But that's just the mentality of an addict. We wake up broke, but we will have money all day. She didn't want to listen to anyone. It kept getting, you know, the infection kept getting bigger and bigger, and it, you know, kept spreading. And what ended up happening was she was picking at her hand, and what she thought she was picking was maybe like the scab, maybe trying to clear. I know it doesn't sound really nice, but plus, you know, just you know, a lot of people pick. And it turned out that she wasn't picking a scab, she was picking her bone.
Oh, no.
Yes, she had gotten to the point where she reached her bone, and she was just sitting there picking her bone. And it got to the point where a group of us were like, enough is enough, and they banded together, and you're going to the hospital. You know, we've done it to the brothers. They did it to Glenn with his arm. You don't have a choice. You know, we call the cops. We do the whole, mandate to them in the hospital.
Right.
I don't know. I can't remember what it's called right now. But like when they force you to be in the hospital to get psych evaluation.
Okay.
So you know, you have no choice.
Right.
You know, and that's what we did, and that's pretty much like what happened with Liz. So she survives. She goes. She's in there for months. The most beautiful thing that I thought that her family did was they allowed us to find out information. They allowed us to ask questions and call, you know, a family member that represented to speak for Liz. Okay. But they didn't allow anyone to go, which is the best thing. That
I understand that.
Since I've been here, this is the first time that I hear a family getting involved and saying, "You're not coming." Like no one that except the certain amount of people that they had on list can come, because why? They're asking for drugs. She was on a fentanyl drip. So she's gonna want drugs. She's on a fentanyl strip. We're gonna get her. You know what I mean? And that's what happens when someone goes to the hospital. That's exactly what happens. Someone will go bring them drugs.
Exactly.
Now, they know that you're good. They know you're an addict. They're gonna drug test you, but they still go. They still bring them the drugs, and we're not helping them.
Exactly.
You know, why did we send you to the hospital if then we're gonna bring you the drugs?
Invite your friends.
Invite your friends. Like you're there to get better. So she was hospitalized for about 3 months. I mean, she was in a coma. She was in a respirator. We all thought we were gonna lose her at that time. We really thought that was it. Like she was gone. And then to our surprise and to all of our happiness, she actually pulled through. You know, but she had to learn how to do everything again. I mean, you wouldn't think that an infection on your arm is going to now put you in a situation where you can't talk, you can't write, you can't eat. You turn into a baby.
Right.
You know?
All over again. Right.
So all over again. So this happens, and but she made it. She pulled through, and then we see her. You know, oh my God, we're all happy. She the family, she did good. She gets out of the hospital. She wasn't here. She stayed away. But somehow this place just has a shackle on everyone here because they just want to see how everybody's doing. It's like, listen, nobody misses you.
Right.
Nobody cares. They only want to see you because they want, oh, do you have any money? Because you're clean, so you have to have money. If you don't have any money, nobody cares. Nobody was missing you. Nobody even knew you were gone. And that's sad. But then as soon as they see you, you want to come here for what?
Right.
Like, you think you're missing something. I know it's her life. I know you've been here. But sadly, nobody cares. But she passed away, and
But how? She came back here to
she came back
see
and
you
then
guys.
she saw the boyfriend. She saw the boyfriend, and she came. The boyfriend was, people were telling her that the boyfriend was cheating, that the boyfriend was seeing this girl, that the boyfriend was seeing that girl, and none of us. And she came and she did a bag, and she overdosed, and the boyfriend left her there. From what I heard.
What?
From what I heard, please don't quote me on it.
Right.
I don't want to. But I mean, come on, you make it through that, you survive, Liz. And to our
Liz.
surprise, yesterday on Facebook, her sister informed everyone she was in Florida. They got her. She came here. The family found out. They were angry. They picked her up and they shipped her to Florida. She was in a rehab program. You know what I mean? We don't know. But that's. See, it wasn't. That's what they're saying. We don't know if from the overdose she was in the hospital and nobody said, or she made it to Florida and I don't know. Maybe she found something down there. But most of us think that she just never came out of the hospital. She overdosed. I mean, she was clean for maybe 5 months. She was clean, and then
she came back here.
Took
one bag and
and she overdosed.
And this was yesterday.
No. We found out that she passed away yesterday.
Oh, y'all found out
But so that's what I'm
yesterday.
saying. We don't know from
exactly. I get what you're saying.
what I think, what we think is that she never, the family or people were saying that she was in Florida. None of us believe that. We all believe that she went back to the hospital and she just never came back out. She maybe entered a coma. We don't know. But it was just one bag. It just took one bag. And that was it. And it took your life. We're not
Rest in
guaranteed
peace.
tomorrow. We're not promised tomorrow. I wish it was easier said than done. I just wake up every day hoping and praying that, today will be my last day here. For myself, I just need to have a place of my own. Once I, but to have a place, you need a job. It's a big circle, it's to each his own, you just need a lot. You just need to you just gotta want to do it. Bottom line, you gotta be done with it. You gotta be sick of it. You gotta be tired of it. You gotta be done with it, and say that's it. Don't look back. Don't think about it. Don't worry about telling anyone. Don't worry about disappointing anyone. We think that, oh my God, we're gonna, this place, and yeah, you get nervous because you live here or this just becomes your home. If you leave, you're gonna lose everything. But if you survived here in this, in the concrete jungle, you're gonna survive in an establishment that's gonna be there to help you.
Well said.
It's easier said than done, but as long as there's people that have faith in people that just pray for us, and don't if you see someone, don't judge so much. Don't help them. It's just lost. We're lost. It's just lost souls. Some of us are more lost than others. Some of us, it's just became your life. It's past that. They're comfortable. This is what they want to do. They see no way out, and but that's their life and it's their happiness. As long as you're not harming anybody else, to each his own. But don't complain. Don't take advantage of people. Don't do any of that. But yeah, I hope that I get to do another recap, do another video.
Definitely. Thank you for the update.
No, you're welcome. I'm hoping that I can I'm able to write there and I want this to be my last year. I want to be out of here by summer. I want to go to the amusement parks. I want to go to the beach. I mean,
and get back with your son.
And get back with my son.
Yeah.
Ariel, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay.
I'm just trying to the life of being out here and trying to make money and watch out for the cops, and we're always looking around. It just becomes such a secondhand, a subconscious thing. But you guys didn't get to see him. He was an amazing, wonderful person. He hustled and he worked and he did everything he could to keep me from having to do the line of work that I do to support myself.
Speaking about your boyfriend?
Yeah, speaking of my boyfriend that passed away, I've come to terms not to cry. Sundays was my Princess Day. He called it my Princess Day. Sundays was a day that I didn't, he took care of everything. I didn't answer the phone. Like, it didn't matter. I'm not doing anything. He loved it. He enjoyed it. He felt good, to say, today's your day. Anything I wanted, little knickknacks that he found on the street, he would bring them to me. And I, just wanted to see me smile. And that whole week we were at odds with each other. We couldn't. The day that he passed away, which was a Sunday, he was talking about his death. The whole day he was talking about his death and saying that he hopes that when that day comes that it's quick. He wants it to be quick. He doesn't want to suffer. I'm so happy and so thankful that at least with that he was blessed with what he wanted. But what I'm trying to say is that he came home. He went out. He hustled. He got the goodies. We were hanging out at her spot. There was no reason for him to go back. All because of a rock. His life was gone and it was taken because of the constant chase of a rock and never wanting to just call it a day. This stuff isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to be here. It was here yesterday, the day before, today, and it's going to still be there. Don't lose your life over this. It's not just doing the drugs that can take your life. It's all the choices and decisions that you make in those frenzied moments of getting the drug. But he came home. We were hanging out, and he got up and at 10 o'clock, and he got up and he left. The last thing I was expecting was for the guys here to come and say, Angie, it's Ariel. I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what do you mean? It's a mistake. It can't be. And it took a while for it to sink in. But yeah, he came home and he wanted more, and I didn't stop him.
Right.
I didn't say, go get some. I didn't say, don't go get some. And I always would say to him, please make it home, baby, please make it home. No matter what, baby, you make it home. Yes, baby, I will always make it home. And the second time he left, he didn't make it home. So anybody out there that's upset with their loved one, with a friend, with a child, don't hold on to those things. Let it go. It's if an apology needs to be done, apologize, say goodbye, say thank you, be grateful, give your friends kisses and hugs, and just tell them how much you love them, because I didn't get to do that to my boyfriend, to who I called my husband. My stubbornness and my attitude of wanting to be, no, I'm not going to tell you what to do, prevented me from saying I love you and saying goodbye. And he walked out the door, and he always did. He came and he said bye, and he said I love you, and I didn't say anything. Wow. And I just let him walk out the door. I said it after he left, I love you, but I didn't say it to him.
Right.
And so for the rest of my life, I'm left with that. And I don't wish it on anybody. If you love someone, if you don't, it's not worth it. Life is too short. It's too beautiful. Live your life and just do good and just be kind. Be kind and be good and think about others, and if you can help. And just don't be so judgmental. Don't be so judgy. You never know what people are going through. I think my life, oh my God, like nobody can be having a worse life than I can. And then someone dies. So yeah, I'm still here. I wake up and I breathe. I'm being given a second chance, and I ask myself why. But yeah, guys.
I'm sorry for your loss, and now you out here by yourself.
Yeah.
And you need to get up out of here, man.
I do.
I mean, look at the sign right behind you. Look at it. You know what it is, right?
Yeah, this is an elevate.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick my little stick up there above it. My Jersey concrete sticker. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, if you like, whenever you have something, you see me, let me know, and you know me.
Actually, I got some right now, huh? Grab some right now.
Yeah, I'll be more happy to paste them up and put them and give them to people.
It keeps some where you stay too.
Absolutely,
Stick some somewhere.
Absolutely. No. Oh my God, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh wow.
You never seen them?
No, it's the first time I'm seeing them. This is good.
You like it?
Yeah, I do. Yo, this is incredible. You do a phenomenal job. I am so happy that, you know, I always thought that I couldn't do it. I was nervous. I'm like, you know, I'm exposing myself, you know, my family, friends, anybody that can see that, but for your cause.
Thank you.
And for the good work that you do, because you do good work. There's other websites out there or other channels that they claim to do that, but it's just to explore. It's just to get numbers. It's not to help. You do stories. You show that you care about the girls and the people here, and you show that, and that's what got me to. It was you that got me to do it. I was thinking that you were someone I knew, but you still stopped, and you didn't make me feel anything bad. Like, I didn't feel judged. It was just a simple girl doing an interview for someone that needed it, that asked, and it was the best thing that I could have done. I don't like to watch it too. I don't like to watch it. I don't like to hear it.
Right.
But my friends have, and people that I know have, and I never expected to have so many people that don't know me say such beautiful things about me.
Wow.
And those are the things that remind me that, you know what, we are loved.
Right.
Even a stranger that doesn't know me, a person that has no idea who I am and my struggles, took the time to say positive things, and that means everything to me. So thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope that the next time we run into each other, it won't be here.
I hope not.
I hope not. It will be. I'm gonna be calling you to come do an interview.
Right. In your living room.
In my living room.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna be showing you my upscale.
Right. Your upgrade.
Your upgrade. You know, it can only get better. You know, every day we wake up and we're given it's just what you do with it. You know, time is time. It goes and it comes. You know, no matter what. Time does not stop. It doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
You're here, you're not here. It's beautiful, because every choice that you make, every decision that you make, that moment, those choices, that's done. You know, you did what you did. What happened is what happened. But if you really want to change something about it, that's the beautiful thing about time. You know, it's what's gone is gone, and what you did is what you did. But time will give you the opportunity to change it and do it all over again and do it better if you want to. And I'm the biggest fan of time. To me, you can't be anything, you can't do anything in life if you do not take the time for yourself, for others. You got to investigate, research. Time. And with that, I leave everybody. I hope everybody has a good night. Good evening. Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there.
Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Thank you. My son's going to be 20 on the 19th of this month.
Okay.
So, you know.
So, my happy birthday. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nico. If you're watching this video, Mommy loves you. You know she does. And I hope you have an amazing birthday. I hope I know we will reconnect, and I love you, kiddo, and I hope you're having the best time in college. I told you, you know, the best way to learn about yourself and still get to be a kid and not have to worry about bills is continuing your education, and I'm so happy and so proud of you that's what you're doing. And you know, you went from Jersey to Washington State to Utah, you know, and that's where he's at, and that's what he's doing. And he wants to be, he's doing computer science. He wants to be a gamer, create the games, and I knew it. I don't know if I said it in the video before, but I knew, me and his father knew that he was going to be our hacker, and he's getting it done. And so, with that, everybody, good night. Have a beautiful evening.
Thank you so much.
It was nice to talk to you guys, to update you, and peace and love, everybody.
Thank you so much, babes.
Thank you. Bye, baby. Bye.
Later.